Joshua chapters 13 through 24 of the Holy Bible, American Standard Version. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Chapter 13. Now Joshua was old and well stricken in years, and Jehovah said unto him, Thou art old and well stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land to be possessed. This is the land that yet remaineth, all the regions of the Philistines, and all the Geshurites, from the Shihor which is before Egypt, even unto the border of Ekron northward, which is reckoned to the Canaanites, the 5 lords of the Philistines, the Gazites, and the Ashdodites, the Ashkelonites, the Gittites, and the Equinites, also the Avim on the south, all the land of the Canaanites, and Meara, that belongeth to the Sidonians, unto Aphek, to the border of the Amorites, and the land of the Gebalites, and all Lebanon, toward the sunrising, from Baal Gad under Mount Hermon, unto the entrance of Hamath, all the inhabitants of the hill country, from Lebanon unto Misrephoth Maim, even all the Sidonians, them will I drive out from before the children of Israel. Only allot thou it unto Israel for an inheritance, as I have commanded thee. Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance unto the 9 tribes, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. With him the Reubenites and the Gadites received their inheritance, which Moses gave them beyond the Jordan eastward, even as Moses the servant of Jehovah gave them, from Aroer that is on the edge of the valley of the Arnon, and the city that is in the middle of the valley, and all the plain of Medeba unto Dibon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon, unto the border of the children of Ammon, and Gilead, and the border of the Geshurites, and the Maacathites, and all Mount Hermon, and all Bashan unto Salekah, all the kingdom of Og in Bashan, who reigned in Ashtaroth and in Edrei. The same was left of the remnant of the Rephaim. For these did Moses smite, and drove them out. Nevertheless the children of Israel drove not out the Geshurites, nor the Maacathites, but Geshur and Maacath dwell in the midst of Israel unto this day. Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave no inheritance. The offerings of Jehovah, the God of Israel, made by fire, are his inheritance, as he spake unto him. And Moses gave unto the tribe of the children of Reuben according to their families. And their border was from Aroer, that is on the edge of the valley of the Arnon, and the city that is in the middle of the valley, and all the plain by Medeba, Heshbon, and all its cities that are in the plain, Dibon, and Bamoth Baal, and Beth Baal Meon, and Jehaz, and Kedemoth, and Mephaath, and Kiriathaim, and Sibmah, and Zereth Shear in the mount of the valley, and Beth Peor, and the slopes of Pisgah, and Beth Jeshemoth, and all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the chiefs of Midian, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, the princes of Sihon, that dwelt in the land. Balaam also the son of Beor, the soothsayer, did the children of Israel slay with the sword among the rest of their slain. And the border of the children of Reuben was the Jordan, and the border thereof. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben according to their families, the cities and the villages thereof. And Moses gave unto the tribe of Gad, unto the children of Gad according to their families. And their border was Jazer, and all the cities of Gilead, and half the land of the children of Ammon unto Aroer, that is before Rabbah, and from Heshbon unto Ramoth Mizpeh, and Betonim, and from Mahanaim unto the border of Debir, and in the valley Beth-haram, and Beth-nimrah, and Succoth, and Zaphon, the rest of the kingdom of Sihon king of Heshbon, the Jordan and the border thereof, unto the uttermost part of the sea of Kinnereth, beyond the Jordan eastward. This is the inheritance of the children of Gad, according to their families, the cities and the villages thereof. And Moses gave inheritance unto the half-tribe of Manasseh, and it was for the half-tribe of the children of Manasseh, according to their families. And their border was from Mahanaim, all Bashan, all the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and all the towns of Jair, which are in Bashan, 80 cities, and half Gilead, and Ashtaroth, and Edrei, the cities of the kingdom of Og in Bashan, were for the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, even for the half of the children of Machir, according to their families. These are the inheritances which Moses distributed in the plains of Moab, beyond the Jordan at Jericho eastward. But unto the tribe of Levi Moses gave no inheritance. Jehovah, the God of Israel, is their inheritance, as he spake unto them. End of chapter 13. Chapter 14. And these are the inheritances which the children of Israel took in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the children of Israel, distributed unto them by the lot of their inheritance, as Jehovah commanded by Moses, for the 9 tribes, and for the half-tribe. For Moses had given the inheritance of the 2 tribes and the half-tribe beyond the Jordan, but unto the Levites he gave no inheritance among them. For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim, and they gave no portion unto the Levites in the land, save cities to dwell in, with the suburbs thereof, for their cattle and for their substance. As Jehovah commanded Moses, so the children of Israel did, and they divided the land. Then the children of Judah drew nigh unto Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite said unto him, Thou knowest the thing that Jehovah spake unto Moses the man of God, concerning me and concerning thee in Kadesh Barnea. 40 years old was I when Moses the servant of Jehovah sent me from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land, and I brought him word again as it was in my heart. Nevertheless, my brethren that went up with me made the heart of the people melt, but I wholly followed Jehovah my God. And Moses sware on that day, saying, Surely the land whereon thy foot hath trodden shall be an inheritance to thee and to thy children forever, because thou hast wholly followed Jehovah my God. And now, behold, Jehovah hath kept me alive, as he spake, these 45 years, from the time that Jehovah spake this word unto Moses, while Israel walked in the wilderness. And now, lo, I am this day 85 years old. As yet I am as strong this day as I was in the day that Moses sent me, as my strength was then, even so is my strength now for war, and to go out and to come in. Now therefore give me this hill country, whereof Jehovah spake in that day. For thou heardest in that day how the Anakim were there, and cities great and fortified. It may be that Jehovah will be with me, and I shall drive them out, as Jehovah spake. And Joshua blessed him, and he gave Hebron unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh for an inheritance. Therefore Hebron became the inheritance of Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite unto this day, because that he wholly followed Jehovah, the God of Israel. Now the name of Hebron beforetime was Kiriath Arba, which Arba was the greatest man among the Anakim, and the land had rest from war. End of chapter 14. Chapter 15. And the lot for the tribe of the children of Judah, according to their families, was unto the border of Edom, even to the wilderness of Zin southward, at the uttermost part of the south. And their south border was from the uttermost part of the salt sea, from the bay that looketh southward, and it went out southward of the ascent of Akrabbim, and passed along to Zin, and went up by the south of Kadesh Barnea, and passed along by Hezron, and went up to Adar, and turned about to Karka. And it passed along to Asmon, and went out at the brook of Egypt, and the goings out of the border were at the sea. This shall be your south border. And the east border was the salt sea, even unto the end of the Jordan. And the border of the north quarter was from the bay of the sea at the end of the Jordan, and the border went up to Beth Hoglah, and passed along by the north of Beth Arabah, and the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. And the border went up to Deber from the valley of Achor, and so northward, looking toward Gilgal, that is, over against the ascent of Adumim, which is on the south side of the river. And the border passed along to the waters of En-shemesh, and the goings out thereof were at En-rogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom unto the side of the Jebusite southward. The same is Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain that lieth before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the uttermost part of the vale of Rephaim northward. And the border extended from the top of the mountain unto the fountain of the waters of Nephtoah, and went out to the cities of Mount Ephron. And the border extended to Bela, the same is Kiriath Jearim, and the border turned about from Bela westward unto Mount Seir, and passed along unto the side of Mount Jearim on the north, the same is Kesalon, and went down to Beth Shemesh, and passed along by Timnah. And the border went out unto the side of Ekron northward, and the border extended to Shikkeron, and passed along to Mount Bela, and went out at Jabneel, and the goings out of the border were at the sea. And the west border was to the great sea, and the border thereof. This is the border of the children of Judah round about according to their families. And unto Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, he gave a portion among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of Jehovah to Joshua, even Kiriath Arba, which Arba was the father of Anak, the same is Hebron. And Caleb drove out thence the 3 sons of Anak, Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. And he went up thence against the inhabitants of Deber. Now the name of Deber beforetime was Kiriath Sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kiriath Sepher, and taketh it, to him will I give Achsah my daughter to wife. And Othniel the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Achsah his daughter to wife. And it came to pass, when she came unto him, that she moved him to ask of her father a field. And she alighted from off her ass, and Caleb said, What wouldest thou? And she said, Give me a blessing, for that thou hast set me in the land of the south. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah toward the border of Edom in the south were Kabzeel, and Eder, and Jagur, and Kinnah, and Dimonah, and Ededah, and Kedesh, and Hazor, and Ithnan, Ziph, and Tilem, and Bealoth, and Hazor Hadattah, and Kiriath Hezron, the same is Hazor, Amam, and Shema, and Moladah, and Hazar Gedah, and Heshmon, and Beth Pelet, and Hazar Shual, and Beersheba, and Biziothia, and Bela, and Lim, and Ezim, and El Tolad, and Kisel, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Madmanah, and Sansannah, and Lebaoth, and Shillim, and Ayin, and Rimmon. All the cities are 29 with their villages. In the lowland, Eshtaol, and Zorah, and Ashna, and Zanoah, and En-Ganim, Tappuah, and Enam, Jarmuth, and Adullam, Soka, and Azekah, and Sheariam, and Edithium, and Gedera, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, and Hadashah, and Migdal-Gad, and Delian, and Mizpah, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Boscath, and Eglon, and Caban, and Lamam, and Kitlish, and Gederoth, Beth-Dagon, and Naamah, and Makkedah, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Iphtah, and Ashna, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Achzib, and Mareshah, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with its towns and its villages, from Ekron even unto the sea, all that were by the side of Ashdod, with their villages. Ashdod, its towns and its villages. Gaza, its towns and its villages, unto the brook of Egypt and the great sea and the border thereof. And in the hill country, Shemer, and Jeter, and Soko, and Dana, and Kiriath Senah, the same is Deber, and Anab, and Eshtamo, and Anim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, and Duma, and Ishan, and Janim, and Beth Tappuah, and Aphekah, and Humta, and Kiriath Arba, the same is Hebron, and Zair, 9 cities with their villages. Maon, Carmel, and Ziph, and Juttah, and Jezreel, and Jokdeam, and Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Halhol, Beth-zur, and Gedor, and Mearath, and Beth-Anoth, and Eltekon, 6 cities with their villages. Kiriath Baal, the same is Kiriath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Middin, and Sikaka, and Nibshan, and the city of Salt, and En-Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. And as for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. End of chapter 15. Chapter 16. And the lot came out for the children of Joseph from the Jordan at Jericho, at the waters of Jericho on the east, even the wilderness, going up from Jericho through the hill country to Bethel. And it went out from Bethel to Luz, and passed along unto the border of the Archites to Ataroth, and it went down westward to the border of the Japhletites, unto the border of Beth-horon the nether, even unto Gezer, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. And the children of Joseph, Manasseh, and Ephraim took their inheritance. And the border of the children of Ephraim, according to their families, was thus. The border of their inheritance eastward was Ataroth Adar unto Beth-horon the upper, and the border went out westward at Michmethath on the north, and the border turned about eastward unto Taanath Shiloh, and passed along it on the east of Janoah. And it went down from Janoah to Ataroth, and to Naarah, and reached unto Jericho, and went out at the Jordan. From Tappuah the border went along westward to the brook of Kanah, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, according to their families, together with the cities which were set apart for the children of Ephraim, in the midst of the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities with their villages. And they drove not out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwell in the midst of Ephraim unto this day, and are become servants to do task work. End of chapter 16. Chapter 17. And this was the lot for the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph. As for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, the father of Gilead, because he was a man of war, therefore he had Gilead and Bashan. So the lot was for the rest of the children of Manasseh according to their families, for the children of Abiezer, and for the children of Helek, and for the children of Azriel, and for the children of Shechem, and for the children of Hepher, and for the children of Shemida. These were the male children of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, according to their families. But Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, had no sons, but daughters. And these are the names of his daughters: Mahlah, and Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. And they came near before Eleazar the priest, and before Joshua the son of Nun, and before the princes, saying, Jehovah commanded Moses to give us an inheritance among our brethren. Therefore, according to the commandment of Jehovah, he gave them an inheritance among the brethren of their father. And there fell 10 parts to Manasseh, besides the land of Gilead and Bashan, which is beyond the Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh had an inheritance among his sons. And the land of Gilead belonged unto the rest of the sons of Manasseh. And the border of Manasseh was from Asher to Michmethath, which is before Shechem, and the border went along to the right hand unto the inhabitants of En-Tappuah. The land of Tappuah belonged to Manasseh, but Tappuah on the border of Manasseh belonged to the children of Ephraim. And the border went down unto the brook of Kanah, southward of the brook. These cities belonged to Ephraim among the cities of Manasseh. And the border of Manasseh was on the north side of the brook, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. Southward it was Ephraim's, and northward it was Manasseh's. And the sea was his border, and they reached to Asher on the north, and to Issachar on the east. And Manasseh had in Issachar and in Asher Beth-shean, and its towns, and Ibleam, and its towns, and the inhabitants of Dor, and its towns, and the inhabitants of Endor, and its towns, and the inhabitants of Taanach, and its towns, and the inhabitants of Megiddo, and its towns, even the 3 heights. Yet the children of Manasseh could not drive out the inhabitants of those cities, but the Canaanites would dwell in that land. And it came to pass, when the children of Israel were waxed strong, that they put the Canaanites to taskwork, and did not utterly drive them out. And the children of Joseph spake unto Joshua, saying, Why hast thou given me but one lot and one part for an inheritance, seeing I am a great people, forasmuch as hitherto Jehovah hath blessed me? And Joshua said unto them, If thou be a great people, get thee up to the forest, and cut down for thyself there in the land of the Perizzites, and of the Rephaim, since the hill country of Ephraim is too narrow for thee. And the children of Joseph said, The hill country is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites that dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron, both they who are in Beth-shean and its towns, and they who are in the valley of Jezreel. And Joshua spake unto the house of Joseph, even to Ephraim and to Manasseh, saying, Thou art a great people, and hast great power. Thou shalt not have one lot only, but the hill country shall be thine. For though it is a forest, thou shalt cut it down, and the goings out thereof shall be thine. For thou shalt drive out the Canaanites, though they have chariots of iron, and though they are strong. End of chapter 17. Chapter 18. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled themselves together at Shiloh, and set up the tent of meeting there. And the land was subdued before them. And there remained among the children of Israel 7 tribes, which had not yet divided their inheritance. And Joshua said unto the children of Israel, How long are ye slack to go in to possess the land which Jehovah the God of your fathers hath given you? Appoint for you 3 men of each tribe, and I will send them, and they shall arise and walk through the land, and describe it according to their inheritance, and they shall come unto me. And they shall divide it into 7 portions. Judah shall abide in his border on the south, and the house of Joseph shall abide in their border on the north. And ye shall describe the land into 7 portions, and bring the description hither to me, and I will cast lots for you here before Jehovah our God. For the Levites have no portion among you, for the priesthood of Jehovah is their inheritance. And Gad and Reuben and the half-tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan eastward, which Moses the servant of Jehovah gave them. And the men arose and went, and Joshua charged them that went to describe the land, saying, Go and walk through the land, and describe it, and come again to me, and I will cast lots for you here before Jehovah in Shiloh. And the men went and passed through the land, and described it by cities into 7 portions in a book. And they came to Joshua unto the camp at Shiloh. And Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before Jehovah. And there Joshua divided the land unto the children of Israel according to their divisions. And the lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up according to their families, and the border of their lot went out between the children of Judah and the children of Joseph. And their border on the north quarter was from the Jordan, and the border went up to the side of Jericho on the north, and went up through the hill country westward, and the goings out thereof were at the wilderness of Beth-aven. And the border passed along from thence to Luz, to the side of Luz, the same is Bethel, southward. And the border went down to Ataroth-adar, by the mountain that lieth on the south of Beth-horon, the nether. And the border extended thence, and turned about on the west quarter southward, from the mountain that lieth before Bethhoron southward, and the goings out thereof were at Kiriath Baal, the same is Kiriath Jearim, a city of the children of Judah. This was the west quarter. And the south quarter was from the uttermost part of Kiriath Jearim, and the border went out westward, and went out to the fountain of the waters of Nephtoah, and the border went down to the uttermost part of the mountain that lieth before the valley of the son of Hinnom, which is in the vale of Rephaim northward, and it went down to the valley of Hinnom, to the side of the Jebusite southward, and went down to En-Rogel. And it extended northward, and went out at En-Shemesh, and went out to Geliloth, which is over against the ascent of Adumim. And it went down to the stone of Bohan the son of Reuben, and it passed along to the side over against the Arabah northward, and went down unto the Arabah. And the border passed along to the side of Beth-Hoglah northward, and the goings out of the border were at the north bay of the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the south border. And the Jordan was the border of it on the east quarter. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, by the borders thereof round about, according to their families. Now the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, and Beth-Hoglah, and Emech-Keziz, and Beth-Arabah, and Zemarium, and Bethel, and Avim, and Parah, and Ophrah, and Kephar-Ammoni, and Ophni, and Geba, 12 cities with their villages, Gibeon, and Ramah, and Beeroth, and Mizpah, and Kephirah, and Moza, and Rechem, and Erpeel, and Terelah, and Zelah, Eleph, and the Jebusite, the same is Jerusalem, Gibeath, and Kiriath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, according to their families. End of chapter 18. Chapter 19. And the second lot came out for Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families, and their inheritance was in the midst of the inheritance of the children of Judah. And they had for their inheritance Beersheba, or Sheba, and Moladah, and Hazer-Shual, and Bela, and Ezem, and Eltolad, and Bethul, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Beth-Marcaboth, and Hazar-Suzah, and Beth-Lebaoth, and Sheruhen, 13 cities with their villages, Ain, Rimmon, and Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities with their villages, and all the villages that were round about these cities, to Baalath-beer, Ramah of the south. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families. Out of the part of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon, for the portion of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simeon had inheritance in the midst of their inheritance. And the third lot came up for the children of Zebulun, according to their families. And the border of their inheritance was unto Sarid, and their border went up westward even to Marela, and reached to Debesheth, and it reached to the brook that is before Jokneam, and it turned from Sarid eastward toward the sunrising unto the border of Kisloth-Tabor, and it went out to Debirith, and went up to Japhiah, and from thence it passed along eastward to Gath-Hepher, to Ethkazin, and it went out at Rimmon, which stretcheth unto Neah. And the border turned about it on the north to Hanathan, and the goings out thereof were at the valley of Iphtael, and Katath, and Nahalal, and Shimron, and Adilah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The fourth lot came out for Issachar, even for the children of Issachar, according to their families. And their border was unto Jezreel, and Kesuloth, and Shunem, and Hepharaim, and Shion, and Anahereth, and Rabith, and Kishion, and Ebez, and Remeth, and Engannim, and Enhada, and Beth-Pezez. And the border reached to Tabor, and Shehazumah, and Beth-Shemesh. And the goings out of their border were at the Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, according to their families, the cities with their villages. And the fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families. And their border was Helkath, and Halai, and Beten, and Akshaph, and Elimelech, and Amed, and Mishal, and it reached to Carmel westward, and to Shihor-Libnath, and it turned toward the sunrising to Beth-Dagon, and reached to Zebulun, and to the valley of Ifta-el, northward to Beth-Emek, and Neal. And it went out to Cabal on the left hand, and Ebron, and Rehob, and Haman, and Kenah, even unto great Sidon. And the border turned to Ramah, and to the fortified city of Tyre, and the border turned to Hosah, and the goings out thereof were at the sea by the region of Achzib. Ummah also, and Aphek, and Rehob, 22 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out for the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali, according to their families. And their border was from Heleph, from the oak in Zaanannim, and Adami-Nekeb, and Jabneel unto Lakum, and the goings out thereof were at the Jordan. And the border turned westward to Azanoth-Tabor, and went out from thence to Hukok, and it reached to Zebulun on the south, and reached to Asher on the west, and to Judah at the Jordan toward the sunrising. And the fortified cities were Zidim, Zer, and Hamath, Rekath, and Kinnereth, and Adamah, and Ramah, and Hazor, and Kedesh, and Edrei, and En-Hazor, and Iron, and Migdal-el, Horem, and Beth-Anath, and Beth-Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, according to their families, the cities with their villages. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families. And the border of their inheritance was Zorah, and Eshtaol, and Shemesh, and Shealaban, and Aijalon, and Ithlah, and Elon, and Timnah, and Ekron, and Eltekeh, and Gibbethon, and Baalath, and Jehud, and Benabirek, and Gath-Rimmon, and Mejarkon, and Rakon, with the border over against Joppa. And the border of the children of Dan went out beyond them, for the children of Dan went up and fought against Leshem, and took it, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, and dwelt therein, and called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan, their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages. So they made an end of distributing the land for inheritance by the borders thereof. And the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua the son of Nun in the midst of them. According to the commandment of Jehovah, they gave him the city which he asked, even Timnath-Serah in the hill country of Ephraim, and he built the city, and dwelt therein. These are the inheritances which Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the children of Israel, distributed for inheritance by lot in Shiloh before Jehovah, at the door of the tent of meeting. So they made an end of dividing the land. End of chapter 19. Chapter 20. And Jehovah spake unto Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Assign you the cities of refuge, whereof I spake unto you by Moses, that the manslayer that killeth any person unwittingly and unawares may flee thither, and they shall be unto you for a refuge from the avenger of blood. And he shall flee unto one of those cities, and shall stand at the entrance of the gate of the city, and declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city. And they shall take him into the city unto them, and give him a place, that he may dwell among them. And if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they shall not deliver up the manslayer into his hand, because he smote his neighbor unawares, and hated him not beforetime. And he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days. Then shall the manslayer return, and come unto his own city, and unto his own house, unto the city from whence he fled. And they set apart Kedesh in Galilee in the hill country of Naphtali, and Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and Kirjath Arba, the same is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah. And beyond the Jordan at Jericho eastward they assigned Bezer in the wilderness, in the plain, out of the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth in Gilead out of the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh. These were the appointed cities for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them, that whosoever killeth any person unwittingly might flee thither, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. End of chapter 20. Chapter 21. Then came near the heads of fathers' houses of the Levites unto Eleazar the priest, and unto Joshua the son of Nun, and unto the heads of fathers' houses of the tribes of the children of Israel. And they spake unto them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, saying, Jehovah commanded by Moses to give us cities to dwell in, with the suburbs thereof for our cattle. And the children of Israel gave unto the Levites out of their inheritance, according to the commandment of Jehovah, these cities with their suburbs. And the lot came out for the families of the Kohathites, and the children of Aaron the priest, who were of the Levites, had by lot out of the tribe of Judah, and out of the tribe of the Simeonites, and out of the tribe of Benjamin, 13 cities. And the rest of the children of Kohath had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Ephraim, and out of the tribe of Dan, and out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, 10 cities. And the children of Gershon had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Issachar, and out of the tribe of Asher, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, and out of the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan, 13 cities. The children of Merari, according to their families, had out of the tribe of Reuben, and out of the tribe of Gad, and out of the tribe of Zebulun, 12 cities. And the children of Israel gave by lot unto the Levites these cities with their suburbs, as Jehovah commanded by Moses. And they gave out of the tribe of the children of Judah And out of the tribe of the children of Simeon, these cities which are here mentioned by name, and they were for the children of Aaron, of the families of the Kohathites, who were of the children of Levi, for theirs was the first lot. And they gave them Kiriath Arba, which Arba was the father of Anak, the same is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah, with the suburbs thereof round about it. But the fields of the city and the villages thereof gave they to Caleb the son of Jephunneh for his possession. And unto the children of Aaron the priest they gave Hebron with its suburbs, the city of refuge for the manslayer, and Libnah with its suburbs, and Jatir with its suburbs, and Eshtemoa with its suburbs, and Holon with its suburbs, and Debir with its suburbs, and Ain with its suburbs, and Juttah with its suburbs, and Beth Shemesh with its suburbs, 9 cities out of those 2 tribes. And out of the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon with its suburbs, Geba with its suburbs, Anathoth with its suburbs, and Almon with its suburbs, 4 cities. All the cities of the children of Aaron the priests were 13 cities with their suburbs. And the families of the children of Kohath, the Levites, even the rest of the children of Kohath, they had the cities of their lot out of the tribe of Ephraim, and they gave them Shechem with its suburbs in the hill country of Ephraim, the city of refuge for the manslayer, and Gezer with its suburbs, and Kibzaim with its suburbs, and Beth-horon with its suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Dan, Eltekeh with its suburbs, Gibbethon with its suburbs, Aijalon with its suburbs, Gathrimmon with its suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Taanach with its suburbs, and Gathrimmon with its suburbs, 2 cities. All the cities of the families of the rest of the children of Kohath were 10 with their suburbs. And unto the children of Gershon of the families of the Levites, out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, they gave Golan in Bashan with its suburbs, the city of refuge for the manslayer, and Beeshterah with its suburbs, 2 cities. And out of the tribe of Issachar, Kishion with its suburbs, Dabereth with its suburbs, Jarmuth with its suburbs, En-Ganim with its suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Asher, Mishal with its suburbs, Abdon with its suburbs, Helkath with its suburbs, and Rehob with its suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kedesh in Galilee with its suburbs, the city of refuge for the manslayer, and Hamath-dor with its suburbs, and Kartan with its suburbs, 3 cities. All the cities of the Gershonites, according to their families, were 13 cities with their suburbs. And unto the families of the children of Merari, the rest of the Levites, out of the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam with its suburbs, and Kartah with its suburbs, Dimnah with its suburbs, Nahalal with its suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezer with its suburbs, and Jahaz with its suburbs, Kedemoth with its suburbs, and Mephaath with its suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth in Gilead with its suburbs, the city of refuge for the manslayer, and Mahanaim with its suburbs, Heshbon with its suburbs, Jazer with its suburbs, 4 cities in all. All these were the cities of the children of Merari, according to their families, even the rest of the families of the Levites, and their lot was 12 cities. All the cities of the Levites in the midst of the possession of the children of Israel were 48 cities with their suburbs. These cities were every one with their suburbs round about them. Thus it was with all these cities. So Jehovah gave unto Israel all the land which he sware to give unto their fathers, and they possessed it, and dwelt therein. And Jehovah gave them rest round about, according to all that he sware unto their fathers. And there stood not a man of all their enemies before them. Jehovah delivered all their enemies into their hand. There failed not aught of any good thing which Jehovah had spoken unto the house of Israel. All came to pass. End of chapter 21. Chapter 22. Then Joshua called the Reubenites, and the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and said unto them, Ye have kept all that Moses the servant of Jehovah commanded you, and have hearkened unto my voice in all that I commanded you. Ye have not left your brethren these many days unto this day, but have kept the charge of the commandment of Jehovah your God. And now Jehovah your God hath given rest unto your brethren, as he spake unto them. Therefore now turn ye, and get you unto your tents, unto the land of your possession, which Moses the servant of Jehovah gave you beyond the Jordan. Only take diligent heed to do the commandment and the law which Moses the servant of Jehovah commanded you, to love Jehovah your God, and to walk in all his ways, and to keep his commandments, and to cleave unto him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. So Joshua blessed them, and sent them away, and they went unto their tents. Now to the one half-tribe of Manasseh Moses had given inheritance in Bashan, but unto the other half gave Joshua among their brethren beyond the Jordan westward. Moreover, when Joshua sent them away unto their tents, he blessed them, and spake unto them, saying, Return with much wealth unto your tents, and with very much cattle, with silver, and with gold, and with brass, and with iron, and with very much raiment. Divide the spoil of your enemies with your brethren. And the children of Reuben, and the children of Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh returned, and departed from the children of Israel out of Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan, to go unto the land of Gilead, to the land of their possession, whereof they were possessed, according to the commandment of Jehovah by Moses. And when they came unto the region about the Jordan, that is in the land of Canaan, the children of Reuben and the children of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh built there an altar by the Jordan, a great altar to look upon. And the children of Israel heard say, Behold, the children of Reuben and the children of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh have built an altar in the forefront of the land of Canaan, in the region about the Jordan, on the side that pertaineth to the children of Israel. And when the children of Israel heard of it, the whole congregation of the children of Israel gathered themselves together at Shiloh to go up against them to war. And the children of Israel sent unto the children of Reuben, and to the children of Gad, and to the half-tribe of Manasseh, into the land of Gilead, Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest, and with him 10 princes, 1 prince of a father's house for each of the tribes of Israel, and they were every one of them head of their fathers' houses among the thousands of Israel. And they came unto the children of Reuben, and to the children of Gad, and to the half-tribe of Manasseh, unto the land of Gilead, and they spake with them, saying, Thus saith the whole congregation of Jehovah, What trespass is this that ye have committed against the God of Israel, to turn away this day from following Jehovah, in that ye have builded you an altar to rebel this day against Jehovah? Is the iniquity of Peor too little for us, from which we have not cleansed ourselves unto this day, although there came a plague upon the congregation of Jehovah, that ye must turn away this day from following Jehovah? And it will be, seeing ye rebel today against Jehovah, that tomorrow he will be wroth with the whole congregation of Israel. Howbeit, if the land of your possession be unclean, then pass ye over unto the land of the possession of Jehovah, wherein Jehovah's tabernacle dwelleth, and take possession among us. But rebel not against Jehovah, nor rebel against us, in building you an altar besides the altar of Jehovah our God. Did not Achan the son of Zerah commit a trespass in the devoted thing, and wrath fell upon all the congregation of Israel? And that man perished not alone in his iniquity. Then the children of Reuben and the children of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh answered, and spake unto the heads of the thousands of Israel, The mighty one, God Jehovah, the mighty one, God Jehovah, he knoweth, and Israel he shall know, if it be in rebellion or if in trespass against Jehovah. Save thou us not this day, that we have built us an altar to turn away from following Jehovah, or if to offer thereon burnt offering or meal offering, or if to offer sacrifices of peace offerings thereon. Let Jehovah himself require it. And if we have not rather out of carefulness done this, and of purpose, saying, In time to come your children might speak unto our children, saying, What have ye to do with Jehovah the God of Israel? For Jehovah hath made the Jordan a border between us and you, ye children of Reuben and children of Gad. Ye have no portion in Jehovah. So might your children make our children cease from fearing Jehovah. Therefore we said, Let us now prepare to build us an altar, not for burnt offering nor for sacrifice. But it shall be a witness between us and you, and between our generations after us, that we may do the service of Jehovah before him, with our burnt offerings and with our sacrifices and with our peace offerings, that your children may not say to our children in time to come, Ye have no portion in Jehovah. Therefore said we, It shall be when they so say to us, or to our generations in time to come, that we shall say, Behold the pattern of the altar of Jehovah, which our fathers made, not for burnt offering, nor for sacrifice, but it is a witness between us and you. Far be it from us that we should rebel against Jehovah, and turn away this day from following Jehovah, to build an altar for burnt offering, for meal offering, or for sacrifice, besides the altar of Jehovah our God, that is before his tabernacle. And when Phinehas the priest, and the princes of the congregation, even the heads of the thousands of Israel that were with him, heard the words that the children of Reuben and the children of Gad and the children of Manasseh spake, it pleased them well. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest said unto the children of Reuben, and to the children of Gad, and to the children of Manasseh, This day we know that Jehovah is in the midst of us, because ye have not committed this trespass against Jehovah. Now have ye delivered the children of Israel out of the hand of Jehovah. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest, and the princes returned from the children of Reuben, and from the children of Gad, out of the land of Gilead unto the land of Canaan, to the children of Israel, and brought them word again. And the thing pleased the children of Israel, and the children of Israel blessed God, and spake no more of going up against them to war, to destroy the land wherein the children of Reuben and the children of Gad dwelt. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad called the altar Ed, for, said they, it is a witness between us that Jehovah is God. End of chapter 22. Chapter 23. And it came to pass after many days, when Jehovah had given rest unto Israel from all their enemies round about, and Joshua was old and well stricken in years, that Joshua called for all Israel, for their elders, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and said unto them, I am old and well stricken in years, and ye have seen all that Jehovah your God hath done unto all these nations because of you. For Jehovah your God, he it is that hath fought for you. Behold, I have allotted unto you these nations that remain, to be an inheritance for your tribes, from the Jordan with all the nations that I have cut off, even unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun. And Jehovah your God, he will thrust them out from before you, and drive them from out of your sight, and ye shall possess their land, as Jehovah your God spake unto you. Therefore be ye very courageous, to keep and to do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, that ye turn not aside therefrom to the right hand or to the left, that ye come not among these nations, these that remain among you, neither make mention of the name of their gods, nor cause to swear by them, neither serve them, nor bow down yourselves unto them, but cleave unto Jehovah your God, as ye have done unto this day. For Jehovah hath driven out from before you great nations and strong, but as for you, no man hath stood before you unto this day. One man of you shall chase 1,000, for Jehovah your God, he it is that fighteth for you, as he spake unto you. Take good heed therefore unto yourselves, that ye love Jehovah your God. Else, if ye do at all go back, and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you, and make marriages with them, and go in unto them, and they to you, know for a certainty that Jehovah your God will no more drive these nations from out of your sight, but they shall be a snare and a trap unto you, and a scourge in your sides, and thorns in your eyes, until ye perish from off this good land which Jehovah your God hath given you. And behold, this day I am going the way of all the earth, and ye know in all your hearts and in all your souls that not one thing hath failed of all the good things which Jehovah your God spake concerning you. All are come to pass unto you, not one thing hath failed thereof. And it shall come to pass, that as all the good things are come upon you, of which Jehovah your God spake unto you, so will Jehovah bring upon you all the evil things, until he have destroyed you from off this good land which Jehovah your God hath given you. When ye transgress the covenant of Jehovah your God, which he commanded you, and go and serve other gods, and bow down yourselves to them, then will the anger of Jehovah be kindled against you, and ye shall perish quickly from off the good land which he hath given unto you. End of chapter 23. Chapter 24. And Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem, and called for the elders of Israel, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and they presented themselves before God. And Joshua said unto all the people, Thus saith Jehovah, the God of Israel, Your fathers dwelt of old time beyond the river, even Terah, the father of Abraham, and the father of Nahor, and they served other gods. And I took your father Abraham from beyond the river, and led him throughout all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his seed, and gave him Isaac. And I gave unto Isaac Jacob and Esau, and I gave unto Esau Mount Seir to possess it, and Jacob and his children went down into Egypt. And I sent Moses and Aaron, and I plagued Egypt, according to that which I did in the midst thereof, and afterward I brought you out. And I brought your fathers out of Egypt, and ye came unto the sea, and the Egyptians pursued after your fathers with chariots and with horsemen unto the Red Sea. And when they cried out unto Jehovah, he put darkness between you and the Egyptians, and brought the sea upon them, and covered them. And your eyes saw what I did in Egypt, and ye dwelt in the wilderness many days. And I brought you into the land of the Amorites, that dwelt beyond the Jordan, and they fought with you, and I gave them into your hand, and ye possessed their land, and I destroyed them from before you. Then Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, arose and fought against Israel, and he sent and called Balaam the son of Beor to curse you. But I would not hearken unto Balaam. Therefore he blessed you still. So I delivered you out of his hand. And ye went over the Jordan, and came unto Jericho. And the men of Jericho fought against you, the Amorite, and the Perizzite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Girgashite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. And I delivered them into your hand. And I sent the hornet before you, which drove them out from before you, even the 2 kings of the Amorites, not with thy sword, nor with thy bow. And I gave you a land whereon thou hadst not labored, and cities which ye built not, and ye dwell therein. Of vineyards and oliveyards which ye planted not do ye eat. Now therefore fear Jehovah, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve ye Jehovah. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Jehovah, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Jehovah. And the people answered and said, Far be it from us that we should forsake Jehovah to serve other gods. For Jehovah our God, he it is that brought us and our fathers up out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage, and that did those great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went, and among all the peoples through the midst of whom we passed. And Jehovah drove out from before us all the peoples, even the Amorites that dwelt in the land. Therefore we also will serve Jehovah, for he is our God. And Joshua said unto the people, Ye cannot serve Jehovah, for he is a holy God. He is a jealous God. He will not forgive your transgression, nor your sins. If ye forsake Jehovah, and serve foreign gods, then he will turn and do you evil, and consume you, after that he hath done you good. And the people said unto Joshua, Nay, but we will serve Jehovah. And Joshua said unto the people, Ye are witnesses against yourselves, that ye have chosen you Jehovah to serve him. And they said, We are witnesses. Now therefore put away, said he, the foreign gods which are among you, and incline your heart unto Jehovah the God of Israel. And the people said unto Joshua, Jehovah our God will we serve, and unto his voice will we hearken. So Joshua made a covenant with the people that day, and set them a statute and an ordinance in Shechem. And Joshua wrote these words in the book of the law of God. And he took a great stone, and set it up there under the oak that was by the sanctuary of Jehovah. And Joshua said unto all the people, Behold, this stone shall be a witness against us, for it hath heard all the words of Jehovah which he spake unto us. It shall be therefore a witness against you, lest ye deny your God. So Joshua sent the people away, every man unto his inheritance. And it came to pass after these things, that Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Jehovah, died, being 110 years old. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance, in Timnath-serah, which is in the hill country of Ephraim, on the north of the mountain of Gaash. And Israel served Jehovah all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders that outlived Joshua, and had known all the work of Jehovah that he had wrought for Israel. And the bones of Joseph, which the children of Israel brought up out of Egypt, buried they in Shechem, in the parcel of ground which Jacob bought of the sons of Hamor the father of Shechem, for 100 pieces of money. And they became the inheritance of the children of Joseph. And Eleazar the son of Aaron died, and they buried him in the hill of Phinehas his son, which was given him in the hill country of Ephraim. End of chapter 24.